YouTube? This is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HG Gundam AGE-3 Fortress. Now, this is the last AGE-3 variants that I will be getting, and that which also exists at the same time. So, yes, took me a while to actually getting into getting the the HG Gundam AGE-3 set, because I saw that I will be not buying anymore after the normal, but I got the orbital. And now after building the orbital, I felt like getting the Fortress. So once again, I'm going to start off with its mobile armor mode. This is, I believe, called the G Hopper, I believe. This is pretty much one of the two aspects that I really don't like about the Gundam AGE-3 is its transformation. I really don't like this look. This is just a personal thing. I'm not saying in general, but I just don't like, because it really doesn't looks fitting for me. Once again, so before I start off the review, I will start off with the components. So once again, we get the core fighter or core base, the G Hopper itself, or this entire set is called the G Hopper. And what you're supposed to get is a sticker sheet. Now, it may look a little bit heavy on stickers, but they're not that bad actually. So I will point those out later. Here are the normal stuff that you're supposed to get, and they're kind of different this time. Now, you get 5 hands in total, but you will be only using 2 or 3 at maximum. 2 are the ones that are currently on the kit, which are the fist hands. You get 1 open hand for the left hand, which is kind of normal for the H kits, and then you get these 2 multi-purpose hands, but no hand guards. Because this thing, despite it does have weapons, it doesn't actually use its hands to hold the weapons. So that's why I'm going to consider these as leftover pieces. And then you have this small piece, which is pretty much the plug to hide the action base connecting hole on the kit. And the main body. And I believe at first I thought, I forgot which kit was that, but I believe like the H1 Titus, or if you buy the H1 Titus, I believe you get red pieces of these connectors, so you have like blue connectors as a leftover. But for some reason I am not seeing that on this one as well, so I don't know, I could be mistaken, but if I am, please let me know, because I might have accidentally threw it away, or I don't know, I may have already used it on something else. But yeah, I believe you're supposed to get a leftover blue piece, but I will check that on and then update you guys on the comment section, because usually I never throw away leftover parts, but yeah. Alright, so once again, we're going to start off with the transformation, which is very simple. Once again, this is technically a parts form because you're using a separate body part, so yeah. Other than parts, the only leftover parts that's remaining are the polycaps. So once again, I will post an update on the comment sections as well. So as usual, we're gonna deplug or unplug the G Hopper, which is not cooperating that well. Come on, there we go. And something just fell off. And then we're gonna get rid of the core fighter on the action base, of course. And then let's start the transformation. Oh yeah, another front skirt situation. So it's really simple. Just straighten the legs and open up the legs or feet to be more specific as well. And then unplug the main body section, because this is, as I mentioned, parts forming. This time I actually did cut off the middle section of the whatchamacallit, the front skirt. Just curious on how it works, and it works it works okay, but I never thought, or I never expected to ever pop out like that. Well, this isn't the first time it popped out, so just letting you guys know. And once again, this is the main parts forming part, which actually does come with a clear green piece, and it's basically the main body. This section flipped over, although for some reason this part, the main, how should I say, body or torso changed into a single color. Okay, that's that. And here we have the core fighter. As usual, flip it up and it reveals the head, and then detach. Oh boy, there we go. Detach it. And then here we have the H system out. The main stickers, obviously the head camera, the eye camera, the H system. No, there is a back camera as well. It's just really light green, so it really doesn't show on camera that properly. Just replug the main age system and head onto the body, and there you go. You have the main body ready. I'm just gonna plug in the main body first, actually. There we go. Now, despite the legs, how it looks, it may look extremely bulky, but I don't know. When you look at it in person, it's not as bulky as one might think it is. So, okay. And then we get the arms. Now, for some reason, in the menu, they require the hands to be like this in the G-Hopper mode, which really doesn't make a big difference. So you just replug the arms into the main body. And, you know, flip the hands if you want to. And then finally, the main part that I'm not a big fan of is to replug the core fighter onto the back. This is one aspect I really do not like about. You know what? I'm gonna take this off for now because I've already reviewed the normal and orbital, so I don't think this is a big critical issue. The only thing I should mention is that 4 stickers are on the kit on this part: the front white part sections and the back thrusters, those black stickers. So for this time, I'm going to review it without the age or the core fighter on the back, because I actually do plan to use the Fortress on a personal custom as well. I'm actually planning a few customs now because I feel like I've built a good amount of kits now. I think I should be up to, you know, customizing a lot of stuff now. And this will be one of my first steps as well. I mean, I have like about 4 to 5 of them that I have in mind, and one of those 5 is this guy. The other 4 also involves using a Hymach for a cheesy custom, not in literal sense, but yeah. Okay, now we have the AGE-3 Fortress, and some people actually do love the AGE-3 Fortress because of the fact it has 4 gigantic cannons on it as well, and has the most firepower, I guess. And also for the PSP game, the Cosmic Era, I believe, that the AGE-3 Fortress was a very good bolster to use because it had a lot of firepower. Now, someone was asking me to do like a side-by-side comparison in terms of like size or height. You can see they're pretty much almost the same height. So size or height-wise, they're pretty much, there's no change. Of course, if you fold the legs, it will definitely look taller for the orbital, but you get my point. So you can see that despite the change of, like, you know, legs and arms, it doesn't really have that much of a size difference, because those who built the AGE-3 normal, for me, I also thought it was going to be a very bulky kit, but when I actually built it, it didn't really look that, you know, how should I say, you know, bulky. It actually looked pretty slim for what it is. Okay, now for the articulation, I'm just going to show you guys the arms, or the entire arms and the legs, because that's pretty much the only different area. So I'm not going to go with the head. So arms, it has a double jointed bend as usual, and I will talk about the equipment, of course. It has your typical forward and backward shoulder movement. 360 twist is possible, and then you can spread the arm 90 degrees to the side, and then it has your typical 360 twist. Also typical ball jointed hands. For sticker wise, now on the arms itself, I believe they're not that present except for these parts, these black stickers on it. So I'm not sure why there's one on the back sections, but there are. And then as usual, and there's actually no stickers in the front section, which usually you think it would be in the front. Anyway, those yellow sections on the shoulder, those are separate pieces. You have this part that moves as well, so it doesn't hinder with every pose. And yeah, also for the since, well, this thing does not hold any weapons, I guess I should explain these parts. Now these are the Sigmasis cannons. Funny thing is that I believe every weapon for the AGE-3 is called that, but I could be wrong. You have one connected to the arm, the bottom of the arm, so there's no actual handle this thing is holding, and there's one on the shoulder cannon. They're actually not the same, how should I say, design or build, because they're obviously these have different lengths. For the shoulder ones, they have very limited articulation. It can go up and down, so that's about a 90 degrees movement on the cannon itself. And then we have these black stickers on each side, so there's 4 here and then 4 on the arm, so that's 8 in total. And I believe you are able to move the cannon on the shoulder a little bit side to side, so about like 10 degrees left and right, so that's it. which I believe in the show didn't really move that much as well. For the ones that are on the arm, the way how they're connected is just as a peg system. And so this is not the round type, this is like more of the squarish type, so you cannot rotate these cannons. And I believe you can pull these out, but this is how it works. You have a square peg. And also, yeah, as mentioned, unlike the AGE-3 normal and orbital, this thing does not have any beam sabers. Okay, now let's move on. Let's go with the waist. Obviously, now this isn't black. This is actually more of a purple color. These parts are sticker. These purple sections are stickers, and then on the side skirt, these black sections are also stickers. So that's 8 stickers in total for the side skirts. No, I mean 4 stickers in total for the side skirts, and then 2 for the front. So that's 6. The side skirt doesn't move that much. Can go that much, less than 90 degrees. And then the front skirt. Now these come in as a single piece, but you can divide the middle section. And that's what I did, and somehow it tends to pop out, but this is as far as I can go. If I go more, it's going to pop out definitely. And the back skirt obviously does move for the transformation, and no stickers inside there this time. Or no, there were no stickers at the first place. So for the legs, as long as you can move the front skirt forward, it can go almost 90 degrees. And then has a double jointed bend despite how it looks. And has an excellent size swivel going on here. A little bit stiff though, so be careful. And then you can go to the side 90 degrees. And for the leg design, you may look, now by looking at it, you may look like, is there like an actual leg inside the purple piece? So if you take this purple piece off, is there a actual white leg in here? The answer is no. The way how this works is that you have a white piece here up to about around this section here, and then you snap 2 purple pieces together to complete the leg. So there's no actual white leg beneath that purple piece. And yeah, these yellow sections are actually separate pieces. And as you may have noticed, I did not use 4 stickers, those round ones. Where those round ones go. And this is pretty much the only case where I've seen this for Age, is that they actually have stickers for the feet. The Orbital also had a sticker for the feet. I did not use those because, number one, I don't think it was too necessary. But yeah, those 4 stickers are supposed to go to these round sections because, oddly enough, despite its looks and despite having the core fighter on the back, it says that the Orbital, it mentions that the Fortress is not capable of flight. But instead, to fight in swamps or deserts, it hovers around, so like the Dom. Which I kind of find it odd, but oh well. But that's one thing that I decided I'm checking on my customization purpose. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Other than that, so once again, I know the Gundam Age series was not well, received by the people in terms of anime, but the kits are really top notch. So at least they're really worth a try. And for the AGE-3, it really depends on which equipment you like. For me, I think I still prefer the Orbital in terms of design, but the Fortress and Normal do have their own charms as well. So it's really up to you. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HG Fortress. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!